Okay, so you ready to dive in?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Today we're going to take a deep dive into the world of business,
Okay.
but like a really deep dive.
All right, I'm excited.
We're going to look at 3 core concepts: industry, complementary businesses, and stakeholders,
Right.
and how they all like work together to like really understand how business decisions are made. You know, what drives all those decisions we see every day.
Yeah, I think what's really interesting about these concepts is they're all connected.
Yeah.
Like you can't really understand one without understanding the others.
Right. Okay, so let's start with industry.
Okay.
Our sources use the example of the automotive industry.
Right.
You know, Ford, GM, Tesla, those big names.
Yeah.
But how does knowing like the big players in an industry, how does that actually help a business make decisions?
Well, like imagine you're Ford
Okay.
and you're only focused on, what GM's doing or what Tesla's doing.
Right.
You might completely miss like the rise of ride-sharing apps like Uber and Lyft. Oh, yeah.
And how that's going to impact, younger generations maybe not buying cars as much.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
Right. But if you look at the bigger picture, like what's happening in the entire industry, you can start to see those disruptions coming.
Yeah.
And then you can change your strategy to, stay ahead of the curve.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, it's not just about your competition. It's about all those, like, other things happening around you.
Exactly.
I'm already seeing, like, industry everywhere.
You'll start to notice it everywhere.
Right. Yeah. The sources talk about bakeries and cafes.
Right.
Like, they're different businesses, but they kind of appeal to the same people, right?
Exactly.
But I'm guessing there's more to it than just, like, being in the same neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah.
Think about a bakery offering a discount on pastries if you like show your receipt from the cafe next door.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Or the cafe, they could start selling the bakery's like signature bread for their sandwiches.
Right. Everyone wins. Yeah. Everyone wins.
The bakery, the cafe, and the customer gets like a better experience.
Exactly.
Oh, I like that. What are some other like examples of complementary businesses?
Oh, tons of them. Fitness studios partnering with healthy meal delivery services.
Oh, yeah.
Makes sense.
Right.
Makes total sense.
They both target health conscious people.
Yeah.
So the studio can, promote the meal service to their members.
Right.
And the meal service can offer discounts.
Yes, they're not just like next to each other.
Right.
They're like actually working together.
Exactly. It's a real partnership.
That's so cool. Okay, now we got to talk about stakeholders.
Yes.
The sources use the example of Apple.
Right.
And they talk about like shareholders, employees, and customers as like the main stakeholders. So basically everyone who's like affected by what a company does.
Exactly. That's the simplest way to put it. But here's the thing. What stakeholders need often clashes.
Right. Shareholders want, profits. Employees want good wages, good working conditions, and customers want, good products at fair prices. Yeah. That makes sense. And a company like Apple, they've been criticized for some of their manufacturing practices, overseas.
Right.
And their impact on the environment, but they also make a lot of money.
So how do they like balance all those competing needs?
That's the $1 million question.
Yeah.
And there's no easy answer. But I think the key is to kind of reframe those competing interests.
Okay.
Not as obstacles, but as opportunities. Like for innovation.
Oh,
like think about a company that invests in sustainable practices.
Right.
They might attract customers and investors who really care about the environment.
Yeah.
It becomes like a positive feedback loop.
Okay, so they're actually turning a potential problem into a strength.
Exactly.
I like that.
And that's, part of what makes business so interesting. It's
Yeah.
like all these competing forces pushing and pulling.
Right.
And understanding concepts like industry, complementary businesses, and stakeholders, it just gives you a better understanding of, how it all works.
That's like, I feel like I understand business on like a whole new level now.
That's great to hear.
Yeah. So today we learned that understanding a company's industry is about like seeing the big picture.
Yeah.
And that complementary businesses can like work together to create these awesome partnerships.
Definitely.
And that keeping everyone, all the stakeholders happy, it's tough.
It is.
But it's like the most important thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As you go about your day, keep these concepts in mind.
Okay.
You'll start to see how everything's connected, businesses, industries.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to understand those connections in a whole new way.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
This was fun.
It was.
All right. Until next time, keep thinking about those connections. You never know what you might discover.
Right.
All right. See ya.
See ya.